first, some new developments in a storm that Nick's been tracking.
Yeah, that one storm that's been tracking across our northern areas, Mary, at times it has been considered severe. That severe thunderstorm warning has been dropped, but the heavy rain that it's produced has left some areas with a flood advisory. It's not a flash flood warning, which is more dangerous, but it is a flood advisory, and certainly you got to be careful even with that. This is what it looks like right now from the Stewart's Shop Storm Tracker weather camera. Those breaks of sun you see, the blue skies, it's not a good thing. The more of that we see, the more likely we are later on to see a strong or severe storm. It's one of those kind of days. And again, we're already seeing a few storms popping up. Going to be a long day. 73, that's the current temperature in Albany. Look at Hudson, 78. That's what a little bit of sunshine will do. And again, the more you warm up, the more likely you are to see strong or severe storms. It's already the mid-70s from Rutland down to Great Barrington. Dew points also creeping into the 70s. Tropical, you can tell. And it's going to be a very muggy day. Now, that's important to note, not only in terms of how it feels, but also it means that there's a lot of available moisture for these storms to work with, and that's one of the reasons they're producing torrential rain. All of the moisture in the air. There's that strong storm that is tracked from near Little Falls over to near Glens Falls. The storm going to continue to track north and east at about 35-40 miles per hour. It's heading out of New York and into Vermont. Here's a closer look. As I said, at times it has been considered severe. The severe thunderstorm warning has been dropped, but this green indicating a flood advisory. So got to be careful with that too. Still producing very heavy rain here as it continues to track into Vermont now. And again, next on the list, Middletown Springs, West Rutland, Rutland around 10 in the morning, Mendon, Vermont shortly after 10. Here's a closer look now at who's getting the heaviest rain. Granville. It is coming down in buckets, and it looks like it's about to get even heavier for you. Hartford is starting to move out from under the heaviest rain. Still a lot of lightning, though, in that area. Got to be careful with that. So it's still a storm you would not want to be caught out in the open in. If this storm is headed in your direction, take shelter. Here's what's causing the storms and the reason it's going to be a long day. Until this front crosses the area, we're going to stay under the gun, and that won't likely happen until the late night hours. In the meantime, we're going to be in this very humid and unstable air mass with a chance for strong storms across all parts of the viewing area. Here's a closer look at the chance for severe storms, and like I said, we're all in the same boat. Everywhere shaded in yellow here has a slight risk for severe storms, and we've already seen one today. Now, the chance for tornadoes today, the better chance across these northern areas from Long Lake over into Vermont, but it is possible there could be a stray tornado elsewhere. That's what we saw yesterday. Damaging winds will also be possible, and they're more likely than a tornado. Straight line winds, 15% chance for those damaging winds really in any part of the region. There's also the risk for large hail. We've already seen that storm near Glens Falls tracking into Vermont. That storm has already produced the chance for hail the size of quarters. Let me show you the timing. We've already seen one strong storm this morning. The better chance for widespread storms will develop from the late morning into the early afternoon. This is 12 o'clock. And look at that. Storms start to become more widespread and stay possible then into the afternoon. This is 3. Those deep purples indicating very heavy rain. And that's why there's also a risk for flash flooding. It's going to be very stormy through around 5 or 6. This lineup, if that does happen, that would be something we need to watch closely. Damaging winds and very heavy rain associated with that. And we're not done. Into the late night, 8 o'clock, still a chance for storms. 10 o'clock could be another round. But as we head past midnight, the storms are expected to start weakening, clearing. And starting tomorrow, here's the good news. Looks like a great Sunday. So the whole weekend is not ruined, but unfortunately, if you had plans outside today, you need to be very careful. And I do think if there were fireworks planned for later tonight, there's a good chance they'll be delayed or canceled outright. But look at that. The 4th of July looks terrific. Yeah. And it looks like we'll get several days in a row to finally start drying out. We needed it. Yeah. It'd be better if it was shifted a day earlier, but still. You were saying we haven't had 3 in a row. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, Mary, yeah. Wow. Whew. So at least there's some good news. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, sports now with News 10 ABC's Liana Bonavita.